I am a mess. My thoughts are tangled like the mangled, burnt-out red mass of hair that hangs from my head, fizzled out from tip to scalp in the blackness of my natural roots, black like ash. And from these ashes, a phoenix was reborn in a flame, but quickly found itself dying in a sea of shame, doubt, guilt, regrets, only to be aroused again by bitterness, this hot mess of a 24-year-old Aries sun sign girl who was only trying to make her way in the world. She burned everyone who got in her path only to burn herself out. But she is ruled by fire. Her soul burns with the impatience and impulsivity of an imperfect human being with the temper of the god of war. Within her own name, she carries the blood of a warrior, and she fights. A war with herself, with her loved ones, with anyone who says she can't be who she wants to be, me. This hot mess of the universe's design, of celestial beings, God and animal, I am ram, snake, dragon, Aries, phoenix, fire. Like the mangled mess I call hair, I will fizzle out from tip to scalp in the blackness of my natural roots, in the blackness of my tangled thoughts, in the ashes of my fire. I was 23 with no college degree, typical of me to be a young American paper chasing instead of chasing dreams, aspirations, ambitions, living a life with no mission and forgetting the one my parents had given. But this world we live in raised me to only believe in being what they saw fit for me. The term Southeast Asian was a mystery, and even worse, Cambodian was not in their vocabulary. School textbooks made no mention of our history, and I was told to suppress my Cambodian identity. I was told to suppress what they didn't want me to be. It was like I did not exist. I felt like nothing. I felt worthless. But they didn't understand the stress of my family. They could not fathom growing up with parents torn apart by PTSD because they came from a country torn apart by war. Even I failed to grasp the realities of their past and the strain of their present, of how they continue to live in nightmares. But nobody else cares. Only I do. And even in my wildest dreams, I could never imagine the things they've seen, so every day I wonder, did they ever dream? Did my father dream when he was tied up in chains? Did he think he'd be able to endure the pain and see the light of day again? Did he know he'd make it to see today, that he'd be able to live by the beautiful bay, that he'd be able to support a family of 6 with an AA? Did he dream that through the torture there is a life after, that through him his children would only know laughter? Did my mother dream when she became the only one left after her family was taken and put to death? After her firstborn passed in her arms, after all the destruction and harm, did she still have faith that she'd make it on her own? That she'd be able to build herself another home? That she'd find herself with me, another daughter? Did she dream that one day she would no longer have to witness the slaughter? Did my sister dream that she'd survived? That somehow she'd managed to be alive and escape that jungle she was born into, that she'd escape with our mother and celebrate all that they had been through? Would she have if she had survived? But instead she died, and our mother mourned, and in my sister's place I was born. But in my place her spirit lives on, because I am the culmination of all these things. Their dreams, their nightmares, their visions have become my mission. That stepping onto this soil was never the end of a struggle, that being in this country didn't mean the end of a hustle, that being alive meant more than just living, that having dreams meant more than just dreaming. So here I am, a young American, a college student at 24, with nothing more than what they've given me, with a degree bestowed upon me by no university, because I am built by degrees in what it means to be the blood of Angkorian ancestry, a proud descendant of Cambodian refugees.